Greetings, everyone, and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, joined today by Jackson Millan. Jackson, g'day, mate. I can say that because you're an Ocker Aussie, and very warm welcome. Now, this is going to be interesting, folks. You know, I always ask folk where they're hanging out. Jackson, where are you hanging out?
I'm currently in a state park in a place called Coopanook, which is the mid-north coast of New South Wales. And we are 3 weeks into a year-long trip travelling around Australia in a Toyota Troop Carrier with my girlfriend Anna and our two dogs, Dobby the boxer and Otis the pug, which are sleeping just over to the left of me here. So, mate, we're living the dream.
I'm just asking myself, why am I not doing that? Jackson asked, explained where he was, what he was doing. 12 months around Australia, systemized business, can run it from anywhere. And this is a part of what he teaches folks. So this is someone who's walking the talk or traveling the talk, whatever you want to call it. So excited for the interview, Jackson. For those of you who don't know him, he's a wealth mentor, spent the last 14 years helping service businesses understand the language of money, which most of us do not understand, and manufacture financial freedom for themselves and their families. Excited to get cracking, Jackson. Our title is The 7 Levers to Endless Profits. So our time starts now. Question number one, so who is your ideal client?
Yep. So we work with service-based business owners, so coaches, consultants, advisors, agency owners, health and wellness, trade businesses, and we help them remove cash flow bottlenecks, maximize their profits, and build personal wealth systematically.
Well, you've overachieved already. That's question number two is what's the problem you solve? Any you want to add there before we go to question three?
I do. Yeah, the big problem here is that most people don't use their business as a vehicle. They use it, it's basically become the destination because it's the be all and end all of their existence.
Oh, well said.
And for this reason, they're not treating their business for profit to fuel financial freedom, because that's why we're in business for the first place. So we help them overcome that problem, supercharge their business and turn it into a vehicle that gets them to manufacture financial freedom in 10 years or less.
You're sharp as a whip, sir. And it's clear that you're not, you know, what I love about our interaction so far is that you're different. So you haven't done the whole marketing thing where you position yourself so that you'll, you know, look like a bank or something, or you look like, I mean, you're you, right? And you're doing your thing. I love that authenticity. So let's talk about the service-based businesses. What are some of the, I want people to know, kind of like a get a heads up, what are the symptoms they're going to be experiencing right now if that gives them a clue that they should be reaching out to you?
Yeah, we find the vast majority of our clients have a proven business model. They're making money. They're doing multi-six figures, even 7 figures.
Yeah.
But the big problem and the big symptom here is that their business is a cash-eating monster. If you feel that there is an asymmetrical relationship between the amount of effort that you put into your business, the hours that you work, and the revenue that you have, and the return that you get as an individual from your business by way of both your income and your profits, because you should receive 2 paychecks as a business owner, not just one, then there is something wrong. And that is the most common symptom. People come to us because they're like, Jackson, I'm working my ass off. I have a team. We're signing deals. We're closing clients. We're delivering a shit ton of value. But I'm just not making the money that I feel I deserve to earn. I'm not living in the house that I want. I'm not going on the holidays I want. I'm not sending my kids to the school that they want to go to. I don't have options. And for that reason, I have to choose one or the other. It's scarcity. And in business, we should be all about abundance. I believe in having your cake and eating it too.
What's the point of having a freaking cake if you can't eat it, right?
100%.
Well said. All right. So we're talking about smart people. They've got revenue coming in. There's not enough coming out of the business to support their personal lifestyle and aspirations. They're going to try stuff. So question 4, and we've got 4.5 minutes left. What are some of the common mistakes that your clients tell you they made, or you notice they made before they're working with you?
The common mistake, Tom, is that people reinvest constantly back into their business. Like, how many business owners have you spoken to that said, I'm reinvesting, I'm scaling up, I'm reinvesting back into growth?
Yeah.
But that I've often found is an excuse for money mismanagement. They're investing money back into their business typically to cover cash flow shortfalls, and they're not really investing back in growth. They're rolling the dice, they're putting their money on red, and they're basically closing their eyes and hoping that there's a good outcome. Right. And what we believe is that business owners should have a systematic way of putting money into their business and getting an ROI out. And if there is not a way to do that, we should be positioning your business as basically a cash generation machine that doesn't require us to reinvest money back into it, that allows us to take chips off the table and build wealth outside of our business. Because there's ultimately 3 ways to make money in this world. There's business, if you know how to do it properly. There's property and there's shares. And if we can't get the first one right, then we need to work on the other two. So it's a really simple system.
So perfect. Thank you, sir. Haven't heard it articulated like that. We all know we need systems to get the business in the door, to keep customers happy, but you're adding to that system to get money out of the business so that you can enjoy the rewards of all that hard work and the risks that folk take as well. So it's 3 minutes left, sir. Question number 5, one valuable free action. This is where we can give listeners an idea, an actionable idea that'll actually not going to solve the whole problem, but it might take them a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Parkinson's law for personal and business finances. So Parkinson's law is a behavioral principle that states that as a human being, we use the means we have. Like, think back to your first job. You probably earned shit money, right? You were making a few bucks an hour and you survived. You might have eaten like meagering noodles and cat food for dinner, but you got by. But as your income continued to increase, your lifestyle increased proportionately, right? So that is Parkinson's law playing out. So we need to use the principle of paying yourself first. We need to limit the means the business has and that we have to use by taking chips off the table and then surviving on what is left. And it's by this simple principle that we've taken businesses from burning huge amounts of cash flow every month. Some clients have come in with $30,000 a month losses, and we've been able to turn them around to 27% profits by a simple fundamental principle of paying yourself first. So reduce the means you use.
And you get smarter with what's left. And
correct.
If you don't do that, you get lazy. Absolutely.
100%.
So 1.5 minutes left, 2 questions to go. One valuable free resource we can direct folks to that's going to help them even more.
Yeah, I developed a 40-point performance scorecard for business owners who want to manufacture financial freedom. And it's basically the top 40 things that you need to do to work out how you're tracking to financial freedom. Average score is about 18 out of 40, which is a bit scary. But what we've been able to work out is that it doesn't matter what your score is. Now that you know what the no's are out of those 40, you can typically increase your score by 10 in 30 days or less. So there'll be a link in the resource in the show notes. Complete it takes you 5 minutes. And you'll get some clarity around what the next best steps for you are.
And for those of you just listening to this on our podcast, there was a link under the video on the website, but it's go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/AUREUS, AUREUS scorecard. So it's bit.ly, as you guys probably know, /AUREUS scorecard. Go there. I've checked it out. It's very clever. You're going to get a report, which frankly, a consultant would probably charge you thousands of dollars for. Half a minute left, sir. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
The question you need to ask is, what does financial freedom really mean? And fundamentally, it means 2 things: owning your home and paying it off in full, and creating enough passive income where you've got the freedom to choose what you do with your time. Every business owner should create it and should be on a path to create it. And if you're not, then course correct, make sure you get on the right path of financial freedom.
Perfect. Jackson, so much for your time.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.